High above the Earth, satellites capture images of our planet, revealing its intricate landscapes and hidden mysteries. Yet amidst these remarkable snapshots, there exist puzzling anomalies and unusual scenes that defy explanations. From perplexing patterns etched into remote terrains to unexplained phenomenon, join me, I'm going to unveil 15 satellite images that cannot be explained. Starting with number 15, the Badlands Guardian. The Badlands Guardian, located in Alberta, Canada, is a truly bizarre geological phenomenon that defies conventional expectations of the natural world. This peculiar creation takes the form of a colossal human face when viewed from the sky, an uncanny likeness to a Native American adorned with a headdress. Stretching approximately 2.5 kilometers in length and 1.5 kilometers in width, it stands as an astonishing testament to the eccentricities of erosion and geological forces that have sculpted our planet over eons. What makes the Badlands Guardian peculiar is the improbable precision with which it mimics a human face. This resemblance results from the erosion of diverse sedimentary layers, mainly composed of shale and clay, that constitute the Badlands region. Over countless years, the dance of wind and water has artistically chiseled this landscape into a perplexing figure. Rainfall and the freeze-thaw cycles have further contributed to this formation's distinct headdress, and facial features. This stark contrast between the light-colored clay and the darker shale enhances this illusion, creating a lifelike visage. Its discovery was entirely serendipitous, as eagle-eyed viewers of Google Earth stumbled upon the image in the early 2000s. Its resemblance to a human face swiftly propelled it into fame, earning it the colloquial moniker, the Badlands Guardian. Importantly, this geological enigma is not an artifice of human hands. It's a product of nature's own peculiar artistry. Number 14. Giant Pyramid in Antarctica. The Great Pyramid in Antarctica, an odd and controversial discovery that's perplexed scientists and conspiracy theorists. It stands as one of the most enduring mysteries in recent years. This colossal structure, seemingly buried beneath the ice of Antarctica, challenges our understanding of this continent's geological history, and it raises questions about possible ancient civilizations that once inhabited the region. The discovery of the alleged pyramid was made through satellite imagery in 2009, and it sparked widespread curiosity and debate. This massive formation appears to resemble a pyramid with 4 distinct triangular sides, closely mirroring the iconic pyramids of Egypt. The symmetry and size of the structure is striking, leading some to speculate that it couldn't possibly be a natural formation. One of the most intriguing aspects of this Antarctic pyramid is its location. Antarctica is of course known for its harsh climate and uninhabited wilderness, making it an unlikely place for such a monumental construction project. The pyramid's presence challenges our understanding of the continent's history, as it suggests the possibility of a long-lost civilization that thrived in Antarctica long before it became the frozen wasteland we know today. Theories about the Antarctic pyramid abound. Some believe it could be evidence of an ancient civilization with advanced technology, while others suggest it may have extraterrestrial origins. Skeptics, on the other hand, argue that the pyramid-like shape could be the result of natural processes or an optical illusion caused by the play of light and shadows in the image. But even if it is one big hoax, it's a lot of fun to think about a pyramid in the cold reaches of Antarctica. Number 13. PSO J318.5-22. In the vast expanse of our universe, celestial objects often challenge everything we think we know about planetary systems, and one such entity is PSO J318.5-22. This fascinating free-floating planet, discovered in 2013, defies definitions of planets and orbits, making it a captivating subject of astronomical research. Its uniqueness lies not only in its solitary journey through space, but also the intriguing insights it offers into the processes of planet formation and the diversity of celestial objects, all initially unveiled through satellite imagery. This is a weird one. Its most distinguishing feature is its status as a rogue or free-floating planet. Unlike the planets in our solar system, which orbit a parent star, this celestial wanderer meanders through interstellar space with no star to call home. It's located approximately 80 light-years away from Earth. It's one of the closest known rogue planets to our solar system. Its solitude sets it apart from the planets we have come to know, challenging our traditional notions. PSOJ 318.5-22's lack of a host star has a profound impact on its conditions. Its surface temperature is frigid, well below freezing, rendering it inhospitable for life as we understand it. Without the warming influence of a star, it dwells in a perpetual cold darkness, making it a stark contrast to habitable planets orbiting stars. Number 12. The Nazca Lines. The Nazca Lines are the stuff of legend. Stretching across nearly 200 square miles of high, arid plateau, the drawings of hundreds of figures range from giant spiders to vast geometric shapes, to enormous monkeys as large as 890 feet. Hummingbirds, fish, sharks, orcas, llamas, and lizards, and according to some, astronauts, aliens, and landing zones are all depicted in these enormous line drawings. One of the most tantalizingly mysterious archaeological sites, these geoglyphs have spawned wild theories about the ancient Peruvian peoples that made them. One of the reasons there is so much interest in the drawings, they can only be fully seen from a few hundred feet in the air, meaning that the people who created them never would have had a way to see them in full, unless of course you believe they did. The glyphs were made between 200 BC and 600 AD, at the time of the technologically sophisticated Nazca people, who are believed to have created the lines. They were created by scraping a 10 to 30 centimeter layer of iron oxide off the dry desert floor. Due to the incredible dryness and consistent weather of the area, this was all it took to create the images that have lasted for well over 1,500 years. The lines were first systematically studied by a Peruvian archaeologist in 1926, and ever since, it's been a mystery. Number 11. The Richat Structure. It's also known as the Eye of the Sahara. The Richat Structure is one of the most perplexing geological mysteries on our planet. It's located in the remote Sahara Desert of Mauritania in West Africa. This massive formation has puzzled scientists, geologists, and explorers for centuries. At first glance, the Richat Structure appears as an interplanetary bullseye, a circular formation with a diameter of approximately 31 miles. It features concentric rings of alternating sedimentary rock layers, which creates a series of circular ridges and troughs, resembling the ripples on the surface of a pond after a stone's tossed in. These rings have led to its nickname, the Eye of the Sahara, as the central circular feature indeed looks like a colossal eye from above. The exact process that led to the creation of this oddity, best viewed from above, remains a topic of debate among scientists. Initially, it was believed to be the result of an ancient impact crater. However, subsequent research has suggested that it is not the product of a meteorite strike, but rather the outcome of erosion and a geological process over millions of years. The structure is composed of various sedimentary rock layers, some of which date back hundreds of millions of years, making it difficult to establish a precise time frame for its formation. This age ambiguity only makes the mystery more exciting and elusive. The intricacies of the concentric rings and patterns within the structure remain both captivating and puzzling. While geological principles provide insight into the formation of such features, the exact genesis within the Richat structure remains an area of ongoing exploration. Despite the decades of contemplation, the Richat structure continues to hold sway over the imaginations of scientists and adventurers. Various hypotheses propose that it may have served as a landmark for ancient travelers or possessed geological and meteorological significance. Nevertheless, uncovering the truth behind its purpose and the precise mechanisms governing its formation remains an ongoing endeavor. Just how exactly did it form? Is it the result of erosion, a meteor, or did someone put it there? Number 10. Sandy Island. The Sandy Island satellite image mystery centers around a peculiar and inexplicable cartographic error that puzzled scientists and explorers for many years. It all began with a map. In November 2012, an Australian research vessel set out to confirm the existence of Sandy Island, a purported landmass located in the South Pacific Ocean. However, to their surprise, when they reached the coordinates where the island was supposed to be, they found nothing but open water. The mystery deepened when they realized that Sandy Island had been a fixture on map for over a century. It was even included in the widely used Google Earth and other mapping systems. Yet, despite its supposed existence on these maps, no concrete evidence of the island's presence could be found. This cartographic conundrum prompted questions about how such an error could persist for so long. The island's inclusion in maps was not limited to a single source, but had been replicated in various charts and databases over the years. Several theories emerged to explain the mystery. One possibility was that the island had once existed but had been submerged due to geological or climate changes. Another theory suggests that human error, possibly from early explorers or cartographers, had introduced the Phantom Island into maps, and subsequent map makers had merely copied this information without verification. In 2012, after the Australian research vessel reported its findings, the world finally came to accept that Sandy Island was nothing more than a cartographic ghost. Google Earth and other mapping services promptly removed the Phantom Island from their databases. So today, if one should look for Sandy Island via Google Maps, all they'll find is the faint outline of what looks like a long, thin island, but with no landmass in sight. Number 9. Siberian craters. Living deep within the remote and frozen expanses of Siberia, a series of perplexing craters have captured the imagination and curiosity of scientists and adventurers. These Siberian craters, colloquially known as hellmouths or doorways to the underworld, have emerged as one of the most baffling geological mysteries on Earth. The discovery of these mysterious craters can be traced back to relatively recent times, with the first reports surfacing in 2013. It was only when reindeer herders in the Yamal Peninsula stumbled upon these features that their existence came to light. These herders, traveling through a desolate tundra, were taken aback by the sudden appearance of large, gaping holes in the Earth's surface. Their initial reports garnered attention, and it was not long before scientists and researchers flocked to the region to investigate. The Siberian craters, some measuring hundreds of feet in diameter, exhibit an explosive and seemingly spontaneous origin. Surrounding each crater is a conspicuous rim formed from the displaced soil and debris, reminiscent of an eruption. Within these craters lies a mysterious abyss, an unsettling darkness that extends into the Earth's depths. The question that continues to baffle scientists and experts is the cause of these craters. Several hypotheses have been proposed, each with its own degree of intrigue. One theory suggests that an explosive release of methane gas trapped beneath the permafrost for millennia could be responsible. As the Arctic region is warming up, the permafrost thaws, allowing trapped methane to escape, potentially leading to explosive eruptions. Another hypothesis posits that collapsing underground ice caverns might be at play. As vast underground ice structures destabilize and implode, they could create the craters observed on the surface. Meteorite impacts have also been considered as a possible cause, although this theory remains speculative. Determining the age of these craters is another daunting challenge. The sediments and materials surrounding them contain a geological history that spans millions of years, making it difficult to pinpoint their precise age. Number 8. The Face of Mars. The face of Mars is one of the most iconic and enduring mysteries of our solar system. Its discovery, which happened in the late 1970s, captured the world's attention and ignited a wave of speculation and fascination. This formation, initially imaged by the Viking 1 spacecraft, is located in the Cydonia region of the Martian surface. The tale of the face of Mars began in July 1976 when NASA's Viking 1 orbiter was on a mission to photograph the Martian surface. As the orbiter's camera scanned the landscape, it captured an image that bore an uncanny resemblance to a human face etched into the Martian terrain. The formation featured two eyes, a nose, and a mouth, all seemingly sculpted by an artist's hand on a colossal scale. The image was transmitted back to Earth, and when it was first unveiled to the public, it took the media by storm. The face of Mars quickly became a global sensation, gracing the covers of newspapers and magazines. Speculation ran rampant, with some suggesting that this colossal face was evidence of ancient extraterrestrial civilizations on the Red Planet. As interest grew, NASA decided to revisit the Cydonia region with the Mars Global Surveyor spacecraft in 2001. This high-resolution imaging mission aimed to capture more detailed images of the face of Mars to determine whether it was indeed an artificially created structure or a product of natural geological processes. The image from this mission, while offering greater clarity, did not definitively resolve the mystery. It presented more of an eroded and weathered face, raising questions about the initial impression. So, what could the face of Mars actually be? Well, most argue that the face of Mars is simply a natural geological formation shaped by erosion, wind, and other Martian processes. They posit that the human tendency to recognize familiar patterns in random shapes, a phenomenon known as pareidolia, might explain why it appears face-like. A happy accident. Moving on to number 7. Mimas Death Star. Mimas, one of Saturn's many moons, is home to a celestial feature that has captured the imagination of space enthusiasts and science fiction aficionados alike, the Mimas Death Star. This eerie resemblance to the iconic Death Star in Star Wars was discovered in 1980 by NASA's Voyager 1 spacecraft during its mission to explore the Saturnian system. The Mimas Death Star is a massive and prominent crater known as the Herschel crater, situated on one side of Mimas. The crater measures approximately 130 kilometers, or about 81 miles in diameter, which is nearly one-third of Mimas's total size. What makes Herschel crater so visually striking is the central peak that rises dramatically from the floor, creating an uncanny resemblance to the superweapon from a galaxy far, far away. The discovery of this remarkable lunar feature took the media and the public by storm, primarily due to its undeniable resemblance to the Death Star. However, while the visual resemblance between Mimas and the Death Star is striking, the celestial body itself is far from fictional. Mimas is a real moon, one of Saturn's many natural satellites, and the Herschel crater is a testament to the geological forces at work in our solar system. The central peak within the crater is believed to have formed as a result of tremendous impact that created the crater in the distant past. The origin of the crater can be traced back to a massive collision that happened billions of years ago. When a celestial object, perhaps a comet or an asteroid, struck Mimas with immense force, it created that vast bowl-shaped crater we see today. The central peak within the crater is thought to have formed due to the rebound effect of the impact, where material from the crater floor surged upward in the aftermath of the collision. Despite its striking appearance and the whimsical name, Mimas itself is a relatively small and airless moon. It lacks the dramatic landscapes or geological activity seen on some other of Saturn's moons, making Herschel crater a prominent and captivating feature on its otherwise unassuming surface. Number 6. The Eye of God. The Eye of God is a stellar celestial phenomenon that's captured the imagination of astronomers, scientists, and the general public. It's also known as the Helix nebula. This remarkable object is located approximately 700 light-years away in the Aquarius constellation. It earned its name due to its striking resemblance to a giant eye staring back at us from the depths of space. So, can this be true? Well, not quite. At the heart of the Eye of God lies a dying star, similar to our Sun, which has exhausted its nuclear fuel and is in the process of shedding its outer layers. This phase of a star's life is known as a planetary nebula, and it results in the formation of a stunning and intricate structure like the Helix nebula. The central star's intense radiation causes the expelled layers of gas and dust to glow, creating that mesmerizing appearance. This object is huge, spanning about 2.5 light-years in diameter, making it one of the closest and largest planetary nebula visible from Earth. It's best observed through telescopes, where its intricate details and layers can become more apparent. The colors visible in the nebula are all a result of different elements emitting light when energized by the dying star's radiation. Hydrogen, oxygen, and nitrogen are some of the key elements responsible for these vibrant hues of red and blue that paint this celestial masterpiece. As one can imagine, astronomers have long studied the Eye of God to unravel the mysteries of stellar evolution. It provides valuable insights into the fate of stars like our own Sun, which will eventually follow a similar path, shedding its outer layers and forming a planetary nebula before fading into a white dwarf. The Helix nebula's proximity and intricate structure make it an ideal subject for studying the late stages of stellar evolution. Number 5. The Great Blue Hole. The Great Blue Hole, located off the coast of Belize in the Caribbean Sea, is, well, a massive hole that continues to captivate the world with its beauty and intriguing mysteries. It's often referred to as one of the world's most remarkable dive sites. This underwater sinkhole is not only a popular destination for divers, but also a source of fascination for scientists and adventurers. The Great Blue Hole is a massive underwater sinkhole that measures approximately 1,000 feet in diameter and plunges to a depth of over 400 feet. Its name is of course derived from its deep blue color, which contrasts dramatically with the turquoise waters of the surrounding Lighthouse Reef Atoll. This striking appearance is due to that crystal clear water and the depth of the hole, which allows limited sunlight to penetrate. One of the mysteries of the Great Blue Hole lies in its formation. It's believed to be a collapsed cave system that was shaped during the past ice ages, when sea levels were much lower. As the Earth's climate has changed and sea levels rose, the cave's roof collapsed, creating this iconic circular structure that we see today. The Great Blue Hole's depths are teeming with life, including various species of fish, sharks, and mesmerizing coral formations. It has become a mecca for divers seeking to explore the wonders there, but mysteries don't end with its geological origins. The deepest recesses remain largely uncharted, with some divers reporting strange formations and tunnels that extend even deeper into the abyss. One of the most exciting yet terrifying mysteries is what lies beyond human reach. While some brave divers have ventured to explore the bottom of the Great Blue Hole, its true secrets remain shrouded. There is still much to discover about its unique ecosystem and geological features, including possible connections to other underground cave systems. Number 4. The Maori Man. The Maori Man, a colossal geoglyph etched into the remote desert landscape of South Australia, stands as a testament to both human creativity and the enduring mysteries that captivate us. Stretching over 1.5 miles in length and measuring over 4,000 tons in material, the Maori Man is a striking figure, often depicted as an indigenous hunter holding a throwing stick or a boomerang alongside a bird-like creature. One of the compelling aspects of the Maori Man is the question of its origin and authorship. The who behind this monumental artwork remains one of the most enduring mysteries. Despite numerous claims over the years, no individual or group has definitively come forward to take credit for its creation. The secretive nature of its authors has only added to this intrigue, leaving us with a profound sense of wonder about the talent and determination of the minds behind this massive geoglyph. The what of the Maori Man is equally intriguing. The formation is called a geoglyph, a large design or motif formed by arranging or removing material on the Earth's surface. Its immense scale and intricate detail sets it apart as a remarkable work of land art, a true testament to the human capacity for creativity and craftsmanship. The where adds another layer of mystery to the Maori Man's story. It's situated in the region known as Maury in South Australia. It's one of the most remote and desolate areas of the Australian outback. The remoteness of its location raises questions about the logistical challenges involved in creating and maintaining such a colossal artwork in such isolation. Regarding the when, while the precise date of the Maori Man's creation remains uncertain. While some claim it's been in existence since the 1950s or earlier, others argue that it may be a more recent endeavor, possibly facilitated by advancements in satellite technology that made it easier to spot from above. Number 3. The Baltic Sea Anomaly. The Baltic Sea Anomaly. This is a perplexing underwater formation discovered in 2011. It's ignited the curiosity of scientists, researchers, and conspiracy theorists. It's located in the Baltic Sea between Sweden and Finland. This structure has been the subject of intense speculation, debate, and exploration due to its unconventional appearance and mysterious origins. The anomaly was first detected by the Ocean X team, a group of Swedish treasure hunters and divers, while they were using sonar technology to search for shipwrecks in the Baltic Sea. What they found was a massive cylindrical object with a diameter of approximately 60 meters and a distinct circular hole at its center. Its unusual features, such as right angles and straight edges, immediately sparked intrigue and questions about its potential origin. Theories surrounding this anomaly range from the mundane to the extraordinary. Some have speculated that it could be a natural geological formation, possibly a glacial deposit, or a submerged rock formation shaped by erosion. However, this explanation has faced some skepticism due to the anomaly's striking resemblance to a man-made object. Conspiracy theorists and extraterrestrial hypotheses have also flourished. Some believe it could be a long-lost alien spacecraft or a secret military installation. While these ideas lack credible evidence, they have contributed to the allure surrounding the anomaly. Scientific attempts to investigate the anomaly have been hampered by its location at a depth of around 85 to 90 meters, making it challenging to reach and study. Initial expeditions to the anomaly yielded inconclusive results. While some samples were collected for analysis, they did not definitively resolve the mystery of its origin. Geological experts have suggested it might be a glacial deposit, possibly a glacial dropstone, transported and deposited by ice during the last ice age. However, this explanation doesn't account for the object's unusual shape and the peculiar hole at its center. Number 2. The Boötes Void. The Boötes Void, also known as the Great Nothing, is one of the most perplexing cosmic structures in the universe. It's situated in the constellation Boötes, a vast region of space characterized by its astonishing emptiness, raising questions about the nature of the cosmos and the mysteries it holds. What makes the Boötes Void so strange is its remarkable emptiness amidst the cosmic expanse. It is essentially an immense, nearly spherical region of space that appears conspicuously empty of galaxies, stars, and other celestial objects. Stretching for over 250 million light-years in diameter, this colossal void is one of the largest known cosmic voids, dwarfing even the vast expanse between galactic superclusters. Imagery provided by telescopes like the Sloan Digital Sky Survey has played a pivotal role in revealing the true extent and peculiarity of the Boötes Void. Unlike traditional optical telescopes which capture visible light, these surveys employ advanced instruments that can detect a broader range of wavelengths, including infrared and radio waves. This allows astronomers to peer deeper into the universe and unveil hidden structures. The Great Nothing stands out in satellite imagery as a conspicuous dark patch, a cosmic void amidst the tapestry of galaxies. Within this immense void, galaxies are strikingly scarce, with only a few sparse clusters scattered throughout its expanse. The few galaxies that do inhabit this region are often referred to as void galaxies and tend to be small, dim, and isolated, in stark contrast to the bustling galactic neighborhoods found in other regions of the universe. The mystery of the Boötes Void lies in its origin and persistence. One prevailing theory is that it may have formed through a combination of cosmic expansion and gravitational dynamics. As the universe expands, galaxies move away from each other, creating voids between them. However, the Boötes Void's extreme emptiness and size suggest that there may be other factors at play, possibly involving the interplay of dark matter and dark energy, which are still poorly understood. The void continues to baffle us all, but that doesn't stop experts from trying to uncover its origins and significance within the broader cosmic context. Some even speculate that its existence challenges our current understanding of the large-scale structures of the universe and may offer insights into the nature of dark matter and dark energy. Number 1. The Black Knight Satellite. Where to even begin with the Black Knight satellite? This strange object is often said to be an ancient extraterrestrial satellite, orbits the Earth shrouded in mystery and intrigue. Its strange origins and purported sightings in satellite imagery have added to its aura of mystique. What makes the Black Knight satellite so strange is its alleged history and the limited but tantalizing evidence surrounding it. The story dates back to the 1950s, when newspapers reported that a mysterious object had been detected in orbit around Earth. At the time, it was suggested that the satellite was of extraterrestrial origin and potentially thousands of years old. One of the most compelling pieces of evidence put forth by proponents of the Black Knight satellite is a series of photographs and satellite imagery that appear to show a dark artificial object in orbit. These images have fueled speculation about its true nature. However, it's important to note that the authenticity of these images has been widely debated, and many experts argue that they can be explained by natural phenomena or photographic artifacts. One of the key images associated with the Black Knight is a photograph taken during a 1998 space shuttle mission. In the image, a mysterious object appears as a dark, irregular shape against the backdrop of space. Proponents of the Black Knight theory argue that this object is proof of its existence. Skeptics, on the other hand, maintain that it could be space debris, a thermal blanket, or some other benign explanation. Another aspect of the Black Knight legend is the claim that it's transmitting radio signals. Some have reported intercepting strange signals that they attribute to the satellite. However, these claims have not been substantiated by reputable sources, and many experts in the field of radio astronomy dismiss them as radio interference or other terrestrial sources. The Black Knight satellite, it remains a contentious and largely unproven theory. While it has sparked the imagination and curiosity of many, the lack of concrete evidence has left it firmly in the realm of conspiracy theory. Skeptics argue that the object in question is more likely a piece of space debris or an equipment-related anomaly. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you to our channel members.